Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I did eventually get turtle armor. It took too long, but today we're gonna start off with the frost moon. I did get the Scourge of Corruptor, which getting the corrupted key took far too long to get. Like I'm talking like several days to get, not like Terraria days, but like actual days. So I mean it's really good. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. But after what I'm hoping to get from the Frost Legion is the North Pole. Well, not hopefully. I've used it before, and it's really good for some bosses. Not all bosses, but for sure some bosses. And those bosses are like big fish run because some of his attacks he has to like wait and charge up for a second, and if you're throwing it upwards, it's really cool. A little hard to explain, but it's really good for bosses that tend to stand still for a second, or that chase your every movement like this Everscream. It is also very good against single targets like Everscream, and for larger groups, the Terrorblade is better. Now, the Terrorblade was relatively easy to get to craft because all I was missing was a broken hero sword, and I didn't record it, probably should have, but the first Mothron I fought during the solar eclipse dropped the broken hero sword, so I just immediately crafted it. I did eventually get legendary prefix on it, and which took forever. And you can see next to the pumpkin medallion, there's this like pink purplish heart looking thing. You get that after throwing a life fruit into the shimmer, and it permanently increases your defense by I think like 8 or something. But I did do that. I did throw in more than one by accident. But hey, it will work out. Well, not really, because I don't think you can sell it for money. But yeah, starting off with Frost Moon. Hopefully get the North Pole. That's like the only weapon I really care to get from the Frost Moon and the Pumpkin Moon. Great. Death already. But from the Pumpkin Moon, the weapon I'm wanting to get, but honestly don't really care to get, is the Horseman's Blade. Yeah, the one that kind of sucks for bosses, I guess. I've never really tried it for bosses, but just my experience, it's not very good. And if you're thinking some of these are for the Horseman's Blade is for the Zenith, you're right, it is for the Zenith, but I might not even like go through the process of collecting them all, because you can't make it till after you beat the Moon Lord. And you have to beat him a couple of times because he can't, as far as I know, he can't drop 2 swords at once in their treasure bag. But yeah, no, this is going decent so far. I mean, the Ice Queen hasn't spawned yet. I am starting to think that maybe the Ice Queen spawns after Golem is defeated, which would suck. But hopefully she'll spawn. Maybe she spawns at wave 9 or 10. It would make more sense if it was 10. And that's another Santa NK something down. But I'm also almost dead, so I mean now I'm getting hearts, which is nice. The Scourge of the Corruptor, the weapon I'm using, it's actually really good for mini bosses too. After all, I mean it is one single target, super tanky guy, dude, whatever. And hey, if you're enjoying my videos so far, do consider subscribing. It helps more than you think. And there's another death. Well, that was great. But if you do like my content so far, please do subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later if like a nuclear war goes on or something. I don't know. But you can always unsubscribe later. And I am trying to post as frequently as I am already. I don't really plan to break that consistency. But every now and then something might come up. But yeah, no. Please do consider subscribing and maybe sharing with a friend who likes Terraria and people dying over and over. Because the game likes to be a great game, you know. But you can... Yeah. Well, this is going decent so far. Oh, I need to kill those. Those summon Ice Queen. Let's go. And now, what would the better weapon be for Ice Queen? The Scourge of Corruptor or Terraria? I'm thinking Scourge of Corruptor because it has a longer range. And now I'm dying. But it has a longer range. Splits into, you know, smaller homing-seeking thingies. So I'm thinking that. And sadly, the Terrablade doesn't have basically infinite projectile range. Oh, Wyvern. Here we go with this again. But yeah, no, I'm thinking Scourge of Corruptor for Ice Queen. It is like honestly, I can't really tell, but I feel like it's going pretty good. I probably should get some buffs. That's definitely something that would really help. Let's see. Ice Queen's almost dead, but I am literally on life support at this point. So yeah, this is going great. More Ever Scream spawning in. Lovely. Alright, things are going decent. I didn't grab that. It is nearing morning, which isn't very good considering that Ice Queen's still alive. There is an absurd amount of stars on that top platform, but I guess it makes sense since I haven't seen any like down at the base in like forever. Yeah, it's basically 4 AM now. I got 30 seconds to kill Ice Queen, which should be enough considering how it's going. Oh, so close. And I'm also so close. I'm also dead. Oh man, that sucks. Wait, she is still taking damage. Oh, she's taking fire damage. Oh, it can't last long. Oh, it ended. Well. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna be able to beat her today, or this night. Well, that sucks. Well, I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I just gotta sleep till next night. I guess I'll see you guys then. That was kind of disappointing. Alright, it is the next night. Here we go. Hopefully we still get that, or get the North Pole. We didn't get it from any of the Ice Queens before. One of the Ice Queens, it seemed as if she just despawned, because I didn't find anything, but we do got buffs: Endurance, Wrath, Rage, not Rage, Regen, Iron Skin, Swiftness, Thorns. We got some buffs, as well as the cake. You gotta remember to eat that every now and then. But already, I mean, kind of hard not to start off doing pretty good in the event. But I'm thinking, like, there's already quite a few graves. Like, with the right positioning, it's like the start of a grave biome. But I'm gonna turn this on, because it'll probably help a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess it can help a bit. But now, yeah, no, just not enough. All right, here's an Everscream. I don't really like fighting these guys, to be honest. Like, if I'm not going mage and I'm not trying, like, if I'm trying to get the razor pine, I'd rather not fight these guys because they're just kind of a pain. But at least they don't fly, because if they were to fly, that would not be very good. Because flying, well, I mean, the tree wouldn't really make sense if it flew. But think about it, if the tree flew, one, that would be pretty funny to see, and two, that would be very deadly. But the present mimics that you just saw me kill one up there are actually pretty helpful because they drop quite a bit. Oh, hello, Santa. They drop quite a bit of hearts, which is nice for a nice little pick-me-up, I guess. So whenever I see those, I will try to kill it, and then I'll try to leave the hearts alone if I'm not, like, almost dead, because we all know I'm gonna need them later. The Santa Bobots also drop those spiky red meatballs, which don't really seem to do much. I'm pretty sure they bounce around for a little bit, but they don't seem to do a whole lot much, really. Except for kind of being in the way when you need to pick up a few hearts. But I mean, Santa's almost dead. But don't worry, kids, it's just a robot Santa. And Christmas is also already over, so yeah. So far, this night is already going better because I have debuffs, but also I kind of refreshed my mind on how their AI works, which is nice. Because just doing this with the Terrablade, jumping around them, works really well. Like, a little too well, if you know what I mean. Now we just wait for the Ice Queen. Well, I say wait for, but realistically, we still have to kill all these enemies just to progress the waves. Which, I mean, it makes sense. But like, some of the enemies are kind of a pain to kill, like the Santas and Everscreams. The zombie elves and whatnot, that I can get behind, but the Santa Claus and trees are a lot tankier and actually can hit me, which I don't really like or appreciate. Oh yay, and the Ice Queen. Yeah, now we just... The strat for Ice Queens really is just kind of running away, throwing or using whatever weapon or item you're using, or in this case, the Scourge of Corruptor, because like it deals good damage when you hit her, but the only downside is you have to be accurate with the initial hit before it can split up. And then also these gingerbread men and other enemies spawn in these, which kinda sucks, but not much I can do about that. So far, I'd say we're doing pretty good damage-wise and health-wise. When she does this spinny attack where she throws those icicles that kind of look like tears, so ice tears or whatever, that's probably the best time, or best attack she can do, because it's a lot less work for me in the sense of aiming. But now I'm not doing too good on health, so if I don't, oh, this is getting dicey. If I don't get the North Pole here, I'm gonna have to fight Skeletron a couple more times to get more Souls of Prey and make the another naughty present or two. And now we're dead. Well, hopefully she doesn't despawn. I'm honestly not too sure. I guess I just don't do this event enough to know, or any event for that matter. But like I know the old one's army, like the mini bosses won't despawn, but that's more so because wow, I'm getting slapped around just trying to get the sharpening station. But I know in the old one's army, if you die to like the Dark Mage or the Orc, they won't despawn because they're trying to kill the crystal. Oh, no, not even a weapon. Dang, that sucks. Back to the grind, I guess. But we are getting close to daytime, which isn't good considering I haven't gotten the North Pole yet. Hope we should have enough time to defeat this Ice Queen. I mean, it shouldn't be too long. If you're anything like me, and you just find yourself sitting, laying, standing, walking, falling, if you're like me and you find yourself in any of those situations, and you're just kind of dead, and you're just there, just kind of bored while doing it, well, don't worry about it, because you can join my Discord. You're likely to be the first person to join, which might or might not mean anything to you, but if you can join my Discord, we can chat about Terraria or Minecraft, I guess, or about bikes. But yeah, no, we can chat and we can join my Discord. Link in the description. Let's go. This is a great time, if you know what I mean. Although, well, not really although, but this morning when I checked to see how my last video was doing, I was kind of expecting it to stay like, oh darn, snowball can't. I was kind of expecting it to be like between 20 and 50 views, I guess, because that's what quite a few of my last videos have been getting, so I'm just kind of starting to kind of expect that, but at the same time not really. But I checked it and I was like in shock to see that I was in the upper 80s, and I was thinking like, wow, that's pretty cool. But anyways, and then like a few hours later I check again and it's almost at 100 views, and I'm thinking, wow, this is really cool. But also I have like, well actually I don't know how many returning viewers. I did spill a little coffee on myself and my computer, but it's all good, nothing broke. But I forgot what I was talking about, but probably wasn't too important. But before I forget, if you guys want to see like series on like Garden Warfare, like Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, or like Muck, I have a lot of games. I just drawing a blank right now, but I can make series. Say what other games? I could do series on Brawlhalla. I'm pretty good at that, I would say. Most like I could probably put like a more detailed list in the description. But let me know if you guys would like to see more for like different games, and then also more specifically what game. Because I have a lot of games and I could realistically make a series on any of them. Some of them will be a little bit harder to do, I guess, like Brawlhalla. But I think that would be a lot of fun, and just kind of like cycle through a handful of games like Terraria, or like for example like Terraria, Brawlhalla, Muck are the only games that are coming to mind, but like I could just like cycle a series of those. But do let me know, because I think that would be a lot of fun. But this Everscream is going down. There is, now that I think about it, there's another melee weapon we can get from the Frost Moon, but it's not a very good one, like, at all. It's the Christmas Sword. Like every time I've used it, I'm just thinking like, yeah, no, I have better weapons I could use. It's just not very good, because like it literally does look like a Christmas tree, which I think is pretty cool. But like it fires like a star projectile, but it only goes like maybe 5-10 blocks or tiles ahead of you. Maybe it's 15. But as it launches out, it's pretty slow too. But then the star projectile fires out, not a whole lot, but will fire out ornaments from it. And after a little while, it will all fall down. So, like the star projectile, the one that launches out the ornaments, I feel like it should be able to go further and a bit faster, and then maybe either decrease the delay before they fall. I don't know, it's just not very good, and I can't really think of any time where I just like really needed a delayed projectile fall or whatever. Like I just never have. But well, if you're wondering why I'm waiting or not collecting all of those hearts, and you might be thinking it's because mini bosses are there, but no, it's because I'm wanting to save the hearts for like when I'm fighting Ice Queen, because we both know, or both, we all know we're gonna need it, and there's a Christmas tree sword. And it's weak. Awesome. Alright, but like, yeah, no, Christmas sword just isn't, yeah, no, it's, okay, maybe it's closer to 20 to 25 tiles, but it's not very good. But because we all know I'm gonna need the health when I'm fighting Ice Queen, because Ice Queen is dangerous, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, the Christmas sword sucks, just in general. Like, even if it was a legendary Christmas tree sword, it still wouldn't be very good. Like, obviously it would be better. Like, honestly, I think I'd rather use, like, for, like, King Slime, I think I would rather use, like, Snowball Cannon over the Christmas tree sword. Even though Christmas tree sword would absolutely destroy King Slime, it's just not very good for the time you get it. And here's the Queen Slime. Here's the Ice Queen. Yeah, no. I was thinking maybe Christmas tree sword, like, damage output is pretty good, but like it's just not, doesn't go far enough. Like, there's definitely ways to improve it, but I don't know, I don't think Relogic's gonna improve it, to be honest. And honestly, I wouldn't blame them either, especially since this next update is supposed to be the last update, but it was also supposed to be like a much smaller update, like minor bugs, or maybe even major bugs, I don't know, but it was supposed to be a pretty small update, but instead we're getting like crossover and a ton of new content, which I'm really looking forward to. But it's supposed to be a small one, and not, well, actually the last update was supposed to be the last update, but no. Oh, another Ice Queen already. Lovely. I completely forgot whether or not I already plugged my Discord server. But you can join it, link is in the description, and if the link doesn't work, just let me know in the comments. But Yeah, you should join. You're likely to be the first person to join other than me. But do join. There's not much we can't talk about. I mean, I don't really know much about politics, but I guess we could if if that's what you're really wanting to talk about. And I do check it like once or a couple of times every few days. So I'm not super active, but when I am on, I am pretty active, if you know what I mean. Oh, and dang, I forgot. I did have to fight Skeletron a couple more times to get enough Souls of Fright to make a few more naughty presents. Hopefully we don't have to use all 3. Well, already used one, so hopefully we don't have to use the last 2 to get the North Pole. But I mean, I have a lot of dedication when it comes to getting something in Terraria. Like, it took me forever, really, to get the turtle armor, as well as the corrupt key. And then it took me a while to find a corrupt chest. But, like, I would spend, like, a real-life day just grinding out the frost rune to get one specific item. Not if it has like the low chance, like the Rod of Discord from the Chaos Elementals. That's a little bit of a different story, especially since I can't really build like a kill chamber and just kind of let it sit for days. like that's what I would do for a Rod of Discord. I don't usually need one. Oh yeah, let's go North Pole. North Pole is super good. Another one. Like, look how sick this weapon is. Now I'm dead. It's better when you're alive, if you know what I mean. But now I'm dead. But yeah, no. For like, if I really needed to get a Rod of Discord, I would just mine out like an area in the underground hollow or whatever, and make a little kill box or chamber or whatever, and I would just let it sit there while it did something else. But this North Pole, super good. Now I'll just have to go to bed till night to do the pumpkin moon. I'll see you guys then. Alright, it's a little past 7:30, but that's because I forgot to grab my buffs, which isn't the first or the last time that'll happen. But yeah, no, I also went and got a reforge on the North Pole. I got Godly, which is super nice. It's probably the best one I can get for quite some time. But yeah, this just kind of shreds large groups of enemies, and you don't really want to do it horizontally, like directly at the enemies, because then it kind of sucks. But if you just shoot straight up and let it spawn all those snowflake projectiles, that's where the real damage is at. And already this event's doing pretty good, I'd say. I mean, there's only 2 mini bosses, the Morning Wood and the Pumpkin. There is the Headless Horseman, who, if I remember correctly, doesn't take knockback and is quite chunky of a guy. But even still, like I mean, this Christmas sword, I mean, I can see why people would use it. Like, in this sense, it's decent, like, for how I'm using it. But, like, it's just not really good, especially when you have the Terrablade. Like, damage-wise, I mean, I think the Christmas sword might have more damage, projectile-wise. But, like, the Terrablade pierces through several enemies and has a huge, like, hurt box. And then there's the North Pole, which you can shoot straight up. And like you can stand in a spot, shoot straight up, and it'll just summon, or not summon, but it'll just spawn in so many projectiles. And look at that health bar just dissipate to nothingness. It just slaps. And here's another one, waiting to die, which is weird and a little concerning. Like, look at that one. It's just so good. It's even better for bosses that, like, have, like, phases or attacks where you gotta, like, wait, like, for a few seconds to charge it up, like Duke Fishron. like when it gets into its third phase on expert or master, it'll sit there for a second, and then that's when you can get a lot of damage. And it also likes to, its main attack is literally dashing into you, so just like going vertically up and down to like dodge the dashing. You can get a lot of damage in. So North Pole is definitely one of my favorite weapons, and it's just overall really good. Crowd control, single target, all of it. There's another morning wood, just waiting to die, which still sounds pretty weird. Kinda hate this pumpkin head. Like, look at that, already dead. And now we are fighting a pumpkin, which is gonna be a bit different. I'm not too sure, but I think he can fly vertically upwards faster than I can. Not to mention he can also fly indefinitely. And then also has two like spike hand projectiles that leave more projectiles. I had him over a platinum? Dang it. It's not... That already happened. I hopefully aren't running low on money. But yeah, he's already back? Oh my gosh, I'm just getting slapped around. Can't even heal anymore, or didn't even get the sharpening buff. Darn it. Bro just saw how I took out the Ice Queen and was like, I ain't giving you no time to get ready. Cause you're going down. I mean, my health is doing good. I do have my buffs on. And he is dying. Maybe Christmas Tree Sword will do better here. Because he is a bit faster. He does like to just go all around me. So maybe Christmas Tree Sword would work a lot better here. Nah, probably still just North Pole or Terrorblade, or even the Scourge of Corruptor. But there we go, he dead. Oh, awesome. I think that's like what, my first try or in the sense of actually killing that boss. Awesome. I'm not gonna use it. Like, they did update its swing to how the Knight's Edge, or, I mean, kind of how the Knight's Edge looks. Like, swinging right-wise, it does have that big flashy swing. Which is nice. But it still doesn't, like, shoot a projectile until you hit an enemy. Like, you have to hit the enemy for it to spawn the floating pumpkin heads or whatever. Which really sucks. Because, like, especially for melee players, because I think most melee players try to stay away from the boss. Not as much as they can, but enough to the point where they can still hit the boss and not get hit, or at least not too much. So a weapon that you literally have to be up in their face to hit them with ain't very good, or at least in my opinion. And we're dead. And the pumpkin isn't. Now maybe you can't see them on the mini-map. You can see coins. But maybe you can't see bosses or mini-bosses on the mini-map when you're dead. Wow, he's already here. I didn't even do much to like really make him all this mad, really, that I can think of anyways. I mean, a pumpkin can't have kids, can it? That would be really weird. And even still, maybe the Headless Horseman? No, he's just a headless man that rides a horse. And now I'm dead. And that's a lot of poltergeists. That is... Well, they're weird. But it's still kind of weird that there's that many. Wow, he's already here again. Yeah, I would really want the sharp. Okay, I have the sharpening, and now I'm dead. I have the sharpening buff, but now I'm dead. There's a lot of graves. I mean, on the bright side, I got the weapon I wanted, and it's almost morning. Let's see. Oh, hey, one didn't spawn already. Okay, so just poltergeists. Maybe he feels bad. Okay, I got the sharpening, or maybe. Okay, well now it just kind of looks like he's not gonna spawn. Which honestly, I mean, yay. Don't have to deal with another one. Also, if I sound a little different, like maybe a little shaky in the voice or whatever, that's because where I'm recording is a little bit on the colder end. But I also didn't really care to bring anything, I guess. But, I mean, hey. We got another morning wood. And we got about 10 seconds to kill it before... Okay, well, I died. So... Oh, well. He still died. Morning wood still died. Let's go. Alright, well, now it's morning. And now... Well... There's a lot of graves I'm gonna have to mine. I don't really want to do graveyard. Or half a graveyard. Yeah, that's a lot already. Alright, well, I've collected the graves, and I've died too many times. Like, I already threw some away from the frost moons. I died way too much. Like, to the point where it's unhealthy. But, hey, if you made it this far in the video, or in other words, the end, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, it'll help. Like the video if you want, honestly, that's up to you. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Later.